Okay, so we continue our program. So I think I would like to invite Helping Hand Youth driven Anish, Vice President of Helping Hand driven by Youth, and Operational Coordinator for today's event, Riya Shah, to say a few words to us. This organization was founded by my both son Keshav Goel and Anish Goel. Keshav, who is the president of this organization, is studying medicine in LA, Los Angeles, and Anish is going to pursue his artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Guys, huge round of applause for Anish and Riya. Please make your way to the stage.
All right, you can hear me good? Right, okay. Nice to meet everyone here. I'm really glad you all took your time out, traveled from different parts of the city to come here. It's a really important cause, and so I'm really glad that we're all coming together to support something that's really important. So I want to tell a little bit of a story. Helping Hands Driven by Youth has a really long history in volunteering and community service. We actually started off in 2017. And both my older brother and I, we both did our schooling in downtown Ottawa. So, and coming from a place like Greenboro or Barhaven, where they're rather kind of like suburban and isolated, we were very we felt like we were entering a totally different environment. And one of the things we noticed was that there was a lot of homelessness in downtown. And that was a really profound experience because it was our first time really going to these areas and we never really saw this as prevalent as it was in Ottawa. And the more kind of concerning idea was that it wasn't just homelessness that we noticed, it was that people's reaction to it that really stuck with us. For example, you'd go in downtown, you'd see people sleeping on the sidewalks, and then people would walk by without even acknowledging their presence, or people wouldn't really support them or help them. And so since that day in 2017, both my brother and I, we founded this organization. It's a nonprofit called Helping Hands Driven by Youth. And it serves two different goals. The first is to try to support these local shelters. So for example, we worked at Shepherd's Good Hope. We did cooking sessions to cook meals and serve them to the homeless. And we've also done fundraisers across the city. We've donated thousands of dollars, raised thousands of items to support the entire Ottawa community. And the second goal is to try to get the youth at the front of the picture. So what that means is that we try to get people like my age and younger and everyone in high school to try to be involved in this type of community service. Because when we have youth, and particularly when we educate like at-risk youth about these types of problems in our community, then we can really come together and try to tackle something that affects all of us. And so Helping Hands has had a really big impact on my personal life. And I know it's had a big impact on other people too. For example, some of our volunteers, they chose to pursue certain career paths like medicine after working at the shelter. And for me personally, one of the biggest experiences for me was that when I was young, I used to work at the Shepherd's Good Hope with my older brother, and we used to serve hundreds of meals to people on the weekends. And one thing that I always noticed was that we would have people who would eat these meals, and then they would forget what they ate, and then they would line up again. And that really stuck with me because that was the first time I saw that, and I was really confused. And I remember the people at Shepherd's told me that it was because they suffered from different neurodegenerative conditions, like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. And so at that age, I was maybe in grade 8, grade 7, and I saw that for the first time. And because of that experience, I decided to do a lot of neuroscience research in high school. So in grade 9 and grade 10, I did Alzheimer's work at the medical school, and I identified novel proteins that cause Alzheimer's disease. And then in grade 11 and grade 12, I started doing AI research, and I still am, at the medical school, where I'm trying to develop biotechnology that can combat these neurodegenerative diseases. And my hope and my aim is that by developing these different types of technologies, we can try to get rid of this broader disease of neurodegeneration, and when we do that, we can treat the symptoms, like homelessness, or substance abuse, or all these other problems that we see in our community. So for me, Helping Hands has really come full circle, and I hope that through this type of event, we can encourage more people to be involved in youth community service and try to make it so that we all come together, we identify a common problem, like domestic violence, for example, and then we all try to solve it ground up. And that's what I think the real goal of Helping Hands is. So it's all about coming together and trying to find common ground so that we can attack an issue and really make our community a better place. So I want to finish this off with just a nice little quote I heard the other day. And it was that You want to be the author of the life you want to lead, but more importantly, you want to be the reader of other people's experiences. It's about integrating everybody's perspectives and ideas to make a better community. And so I'm really glad that all of you come here today, and I'm really honored to speak in front of you. And so, Leah?
Thank you so much, Anish. That was really inspiring. But hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Ria, and I'm the Operations Coordinator for Helping Hands. So I would first like to thank Helping Hands for giving me this opportunity to volunteer and support such a great cause. Volunteering has been a crucial part of my life. I started volunteering in high school, and I learned a lot from those experiences. It gave me a chance to really connect with the community. I know I'm going to continue to give back moving forward, and I would hope that the youth in the audience today will also come forward and create a positive change in people's lives. So I really hope that this event inspires you guys to get out there and give back to the community. Thank you again so much for coming, and I hope you guys enjoy the event and hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anish, and thank you, Ria, for such an inspiring word. And listening to both of you in a young age doing such a great job makes me proud, actually.